But today, our 33rd anniversary, I'm here. I'm here to celebrate with deep gratitude to each and every one of you. When everything was shut down on March 16th, we didn't know what to do, what to turn. I'm a small immigrant family-owned restaurant business. I don't have deep pocket. I don't have a lot of savings. I didn't know what really to do. My core family of staff has been with me for 26 years. I wasn't going to do like just vanish. So I asked my community. We did a GoFundMe, and you are there to help me. You are there to help me. Because of you, I'm standing here today. So in the very beginning of this, I want to be grateful to everybody in my real family. So I want to call everybody here, my staff. Can you all come over here so that I can thank you? Hey Curtis, can you come over? Danny and Nelly? Kitchen, come on.
They're working.
They're coming. They're coming. They were cooking the naan so that we can have it right. And it's like, stop making the naan right now. All right, I'm going to start.
Nope.
This is my extended family. Without them, we are nowhere. New Delhi restaurant doesn't exist without this team. So I am grateful to them, and I want you to really understand that you helped us be here. So thank you. You know, it's very uncommon that a restaurant has been around for 33 years in the same location. In San Francisco. You know, for that, you know, somebody had to give. Somebody had to pay the price. People who paid the price, the closest to me, is my wife, Cody. Hello, Cody. And my two daughters, Sarah and Caitlin. Where are you? My son-in-law. So, when a restaurant is successful and been around for 33 years, we have kind of like had to give up so many things. My anniversary, when I couldn't be there. Their birthdays, I couldn't be there. Certain games where they performed, I couldn't be there because I had to choose being here at the restaurant. So I am deeply thankful and deeply grateful for all of you always standing by me so I could serve this community. So thank you very much. To our honorable former mayor, Art Agnes. The story of New Delhi started when you helped us inaugurate this restaurant 33 years ago.
All right. Yeah.
And between you and me, I have lost way more hair than you have. But I, from the bottom of my heart, deeply appreciate that you have been such a pillar of support for us. Always. So I would love to take this moment to see if I can give you the special recognition of compassion for being with us. Would you please say a few words?
Well, thank you very much. Taking a good look at all of you, because I want. How many of you were here in 1988?
One of you.
Very good. I was. It was my first year as mayor of San Francisco, and it was not an easy time for our city. We were just coming out of a big recession that had handicapped a lot of business in our city, and we wanted to grow. We wanted to regenerate. And so when Ranjan asked me as mayor to come and cut the ribbon on his new restaurant, it was a happy chore for me to do in my first year. And that began a story of 33 years where I have never missed a single celebration of this restaurant. And as you heard from Ranjan, he had a struggle, but he never gave up because he had the kind of support from Cody and his staff that you just met. And so here he is, 33 years later. I first came, as I said, in 1988 and tried to give him all the help. That was before he had children, so I have a longer relationship than he does with his children, who were babies when we first started coming. She was a baby and I helped. Well, maybe, politicians and babies. But throughout the years, he not only met his commitment to run a superb restaurant that over the years now has become a destination restaurant, not only for people in this city, in the region, but from all over the country, indeed many parts of the world. They know about New Delhi and they come here, from presidents to ordinary tourists. And that's to the credit of what Ranjan and his team have created here, and not the easiest spot to create and run a restaurant for 33 years. It's a challenge, but he never gave up, and neither did I. Whenever he asked, including tonight, the 33rd celebration, he asked me to come. Tonight we had a special family obligation, I did, and when Ranjan asked me, I struggled. Geez, can I do it again? And I couldn't resist. I couldn't let him down. How can you let this man down? So my extended family's waiting for me. I'll be there, but I'm here now to tell you that I am so proud of Ranjan, his team, his family, and this restaurant, because not only have they done a superb job at being part of San Francisco's extraordinary restaurant scene, but they have done more than any other facility I know of this size to support the community. over 500 nonprofits have been supported and helped by Ranjan and New Delhi. My special favorite that I follow is the Compassionate Chefs program that he runs twice a year. He raises money to have kids here in the Tenderloin experience what kids like them are doing in India, in other areas of India that are also kind of like the Tenderloin, and he wanted to bring them together and give American kids some insight about what's going on in other parts of the world. That's the Compassionate Chefs. He doesn't have to do it, but with all the struggles that he's had, he's never relinquished that commitment. And for all of those reasons, we were proud to support him and this business for a very special honor that our city gives to businesses like this called the Legacy Program, in which this restaurant now is part of the history of this great city because of what Ranjan and his team and his family have contributed. So, every celebration that Ranjan has had every 5 years, and this is the 33rd, which is the odd year. He's going to have another one in 2 years for 35. And I will be here for that. I will be here for that. I hope you all are too. After that, and in 2 years I'll be 86, going on 87. So I can't make any commitments for 40 or 45 or any other celebrations, Ranjan. So we'll take this one and celebrate it. And thank you for all that you've done. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm delighted to join you.
Yeah.
I want to read what we have here. In recognition and gratitude of your long-time support of New Delhi Restaurant, from the opening of New Delhi Restaurant to our 33rd anniversary and beyond, you have been one of our strongest pillars of support for our continued success. I present this to you with deep gratitude.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And next, to invite our very, very close friend of Kamala Harris to come up here and receive the honor, because what we wanted to do was to take time to honor heroines of recovery who demonstrated amazing leadership helping small businesses recover from COVID shutdowns. So on behalf of Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, may I request Michael to come up.
Great. Thank you, Chef. I appreciate it. I want another round of applause for our mayor. There's not many people. First of all, you got us through here. Mayors go 3 years after they leave office to events. It shows a true commitment to the city. So I want to thank him for that. Round of applause. You're looking great. It's like very statesmanlike. It's the beer. I like that. So on behalf of the Vice President, obviously she couldn't be here tonight. She's got a few other things she's dealing with right now. Border, also COVID, to keep restaurants open like this so that everybody can flourish again. She also wanted Ranjan to know that if you follow her on social media, you see her in the press, she's a very good Indian chef. And if the Vice President thing doesn't work out, she wants to know there's no
We have known her from when she ran for DA's office in the city.
She's the daughter of the city.
And our Honorable Ashok Bhatt has been right alongside her
Right, but she was very.
Since she was the assistant to the Speaker Brown.
That's Speaker Brown. That's right. That's right. And she became our district attorney, and
Yeah.
she's done well for herself. I
we
would
did
say.
her first rally we did together for the district attorney.
Is that right? That's great. Well, anyway, she'd be very proud to be here and wanted to congratulate you and give her well wishes. And when she has time, she's expecting to come in and have a nice dinner.
We'll keep the vacancy open.
All right, this is beautiful.
This one says presented to Kamala Harris, United States Vice President, in recognition and gratitude of your long-time support of New Delhi Restaurant.
All right.
Paparazzi.
Now I would love to invite my friend David, who is going to represent our city mayor, London Breed. We helped her, when she was running twice and did all her, fundraiser. She has been a friend of ours for a very, very long time. She's an amazing woman, and she is really helping lead how to overcome the diversity of the COVID. So I would love to present the plaque. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Ranjan. First of all, I also want to share Michael Coburno's great words about our Vice President, a Bay Area local, and someone from the Indian Asian diaspora. Please give a round of applause for Vice President Harris. I also want to say my personal thanks to former Mayor Art Agnos. Kalispera. You'll get it still. That's the limit of my Greek. And before I introduce someone who is here from the mayor's office, I just wanted to say that I was here in 1989, and we are all grateful for your leadership then. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. And I would like also now to introduce my dear friend, longtime colleague, the Director of Special Projects for the Mayor's Office, Martha Cohen, who's going to make her way up here. Martha has been one of the few people who have worked with more than 7 mayors of San Francisco. So she actually knows more about the city and county of San Francisco than anyone I know, and she will actually accept the award on behalf of Mayor Breed. But before she gets here, let me just read a proclamation from the mayor. Whereas the city and county of San Francisco traditionally recognizes organizations who have made significant and remarkable contributions to the vitality of our city and the incredible work of New Delhi Restaurant truly represents San Francisco values, therefore be it resolved that London Breed, Mayor of the City and County of San Francisco, hereby proclaims November 3rd, 2021, New Delhi Restaurant and Compassionate Chef's Day of San Francisco. Please welcome Martha Cohen from the Mayor's Office.
Good evening, everybody. Apologies for being late. Busy at City Hall these days, and it's nice to be able to say that. Mayor, good evening. It's nice to see you, sir. And on behalf of the Mayor, thank you very much. Appreciate
We
this.
have this. It says, presented to London Breed, San Francisco Mayor, in recognition and gratitude of your long-time support of New Delhi Restaurant.
And on behalf of the Mayor, I'd like to say thank you very much, but I know what the Mayor would want to say, and that's congratulations to you for your long-term, for your long service to the community and to the city of San Francisco. You truly are a legacy business, and we all know, especially what we've just come through in the last 20 months, how very important our small business community is to the city and county of San Francisco, and how very grateful we need to be to our legacy businesses. So thank you very much for your work in the community.
one of my most exciting passion, which is to inspire everybody with India. And to do that, I speak often in many, many organizations, for Google, for Yale, for, like Apple. About 6 weeks back, I was a keynote speaker at Yale. And I was speaking about how did I, have the tenacity, have the flexibility of getting up back again. While I was doing that, I came to know about this fact, which Yelp shared with me, that 50% of immigrant-owned family restaurant business closed their door for good. Can you imagine the pain involved in that statement? How many dreams has been just crushed? How many family has been out of work? How many family has now lining up food stamps? And these are proud people who made something of their life, and suddenly it was just snatched away from them. I am very, very lucky that, I am able to communicate. The main reason for that, which was relayed to me, was because of communication problem. These are small businesses who didn't know how to apply for PPP, didn't know how to apply for a grant, didn't know English very well, didn't have the net, which I have. Today, your net worth is your network. And I am so proud to have it. On that note, the most delicious award I want to give today is to Mishti Day. Now, when all of this was happening, we were reeling down in our hole. We didn't know where to turn, despite knowing how to apply. Big banks were not helping any small business. They were really focused on helping big businesses. So I did reach out to my community on social media, like can somebody help me? How can I do this? I'm trying to apply, but nothing is happening. So a mother of a bride called me. And she said, "Do you remember Mishti? You were there when you did the catering for my daughter for 500 people. And she spoke to you spoke to her. Don't you remember her?" I said, "I think so." And she said, "Reach out to her. She is an amazing woman. She helped numerous people during Katrina for, all these loans, So I reached out to her. And from that day, we were able to get every single thing the government offered. Today, I stay strong because I know I have to survive for one more year to get back to a new normal. And that is because of her. So I would love for you to give a big hand so I can invite her up and show my gratitude.
I didn't know I was going to give a speech. I will keep it short and sweet, like me. I'm one of the luckiest people in the world because what I get to do for a living is to help small businesses with their legal issues. So I get to see other people's dreams come true. And because of our collective network and net worth here, we're lucky to have Ranjan as part of our network. And if you know him, then you know that he doesn't dream small dreams.
He dreams really big, super creative, ambitious dreams. And he has the energy to make them come alive. And so I'm really, really grateful to have met him and to be part of his network.
She and I both come from an area in India called Bengal, and Mishti in Bengali means sweet. So she is really, really sweet. I want to read this to you before I present it to her. In recognition and gratitude of your long-time support of New Delhi Restaurant, during the dark time of the pandemic, you were the guide who helped us find the road to overcome our challenges and set us on the path of continued success. I present this to you with my deep gratitude. Thank you so much, Mishti. Always do things to say thank you to our community. So I want to recognize a few people who have been so generous with their help. In return, we want to give something back, right? So, we have something which you will love that we have been cooking together to launch it in 2022. And this is so delicious, I can't tell you. You know, we are creating this program which will happen 4 times a year starting in March of 2022. It's called Legend Live at Compassionate Chef's Cafe. And I have my cohort, Carmen Milagro. Yes. I'd love to invite you to come here so that you can share what we have been cooking together.
Hello, everyone. Okay, I thought I was not going to be emotional tonight, but clearly I am, so please bear with me. Thank you, Chef Ranjan, because this has been one of the most extraordinary projects to be a part of, to see come to life, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Among many things, I'm a first-generation San Franciscan, as well as an entrepreneurist. I'm a CBD educator, a spokesperson, a founder, a mentor, and the co-lead singer for our new band called Blue Moon Gypsies with Rich Armstrong. If you don't know who Rich Armstrong is, you need to look him up and Google him. But tonight, I'm speaking to you as the co-producer and founder, along with Chef Ranjan, for our new upcoming interview series. It's real conversations with legendary local, national, and even international musicians and artists who have strong ties to our beloved San Francisco. It's designed to honor our homegrown legends, our homegrown musicians who have never let us down and who have helped us survive the pandemic. Where would we be without our musicians and our artists who fought tooth and nail to bring us some joy and some music? We want to honor them and showcase their stories. We want to highlight their anecdotes and their snippets, just like what's happening right here at this table, with all the stories of being on the road and all the backstories that we don't often get to see when the musicians are on tour. We want to honor the life and the connection to the San Francisco music scene. And at the same time, we hope to showcase our musical and cultural similarities, not our differences, not the things that divide us, but the things that bring us together, which is usually, in my experience, music, food, definitely, and our cultural footprints that celebrate family and friendship, and above all else, love and the things that we have in common, not the things that make us different, because those, in my opinion, are not that important. Sorry. This show will be shot here on location at the New Delhi restaurant, and we do plan to debut, just like Chef said, in March of 2022. 4 of our feature first interviews are already scheduled, and I am so grateful. Our 4th interview will take place with San Francisco's Anna Carney. She's a songwriter, a music educator, and one of the first female composers in the local gaming industry. The 3rd interview will feature one of our own bluesmen, Mr. Tommy Castro. And I've saved the best for last because they're actually here tonight. Our 1st and 2nd interviews are, and actually I'd like to invite them up right now, so if you don't mind, these 2 gentlemen, they're not only people that I greatly admire with all my strength in my heart, but I am lucky to call them I am lucky to call them dear friends and colleagues. First up, Mr. Tony T.C. Too Cool Coleman. Too Cool Coleman has toured the world several times over. He's a producer, a recording artist, and the drummer for Mr. B.B. King for over 32 years. Mr. Tony Coleman. Certainly not least, Mr. Larry Batiste. Larry's musical career spans over 40 years in the Bay Area, if that's correct. He's worked in all genres and is best known as the musical director for the Grammy Awards as well as the Tech Awards at NAMM. Mr. Larry Batiste. If you don't mind, I know that we have a few more minutes, but you don't want to hear me talk all night, so I would like to invite these 2 incredible gentlemen to say a few words.
Thank you. I love you. You said it just like I paid you. Y'all excuse me. I just love life. So I'm selfies and videos, and I'm going to speak first because I'm not from San Francisco. I'm from Kissimmee, Florida. That's where I grew up. But first and foremost, let's give him a round of applause. He's done for 33 years, and I'm glad I don't live here because 33 years of eating here, Mayor, I'd never look like you. But I'm going to speak shortly. And Carmen, give my sister Carmen a round of applause. As a musician, we like to do everything that you were saying, and bringing humanity and all people from all walks of life together and celebrate life and things that we have in common. And when it all comes down, we're all the same anyway, so we like to eat, we like to drink, we like to have fun, we like to love, and we like to be happy. So, do you agree? Amen. So what the hell am I supposed to be talking about?
Love for San Francisco for one.
Well, of course I love San Francisco, First time I came here with B.B. King was, we used to play at a place called the Fairmount Hotel, and then we also had another gig. We played outside of San Francisco. It was called the Circus Star Theater. B.B. King, Bobby Goodland, Albert King, and I couldn't wait to get here. I just love San Francisco. Growing up in Kissimmee, Florida, I used to dream about coming to California. So I grew up with Disneyland and Kissimmee, but it's not the same as California Disney World. But I did get a job when I got out of the military. I was going to school to be a commercial artist, and I got a job at Disneyland, and I was dressed up as a bird. It's the only costume that you have to put your arms in the wings. You can't use your hands, Mr. Mayor. If you want to use the bathroom, you know. And the costume had a smile on it all the time like that. But on the inside, I'd be like, damn, I hate this job. Then I tried to hit on some girls in the bird suit and got fired.
Okay, save it for the interview.
Okay, anyway, I'm just happy to be here. And y'all, let's just have some fun and just enjoy yourself. Thank you.
I'm like, hey, man, I have so many jobs. This is my videographer job right there. Anyway, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much, Chef and Carmen, for inviting me to be a part of this project. You know, the Bay Area is so rich with talent, and not only in music, but in culinary and sports and medicine and math and all that. So I'm just so proud to live here. I actually live in Oakland, but be a part of the Bay Area. And that's why this is so important, this project, because we need to recognize, we need to archive and preserve and tell this story and preserve the history of this great city. And so what a great idea. So congratulations, and give a round of applause to these two. Now, you've seen some of my crafty work as a videographer, but I do many, many jobs. I'm like, hey, Mom, you know, I have like 15 jobs in the music industry. And, one of the gigs I did, when I first got the Grammy Awards musical directing that gig, you know, it's down in LA and I'm from the Bay Area. And one of the things that he told me was that, you know, you can't hire any of your friends from the Bay Area. Because we union, you know, we got to pay travel, hotels, and blah, blah, blah. So, do you know any great musicians that live in LA? And I said, sure. You know, all the great musicians from LA come from the Bay Area. So, you know, I knew Sheila E. I knew all the people, and I just called them, and we had great bands and put together great music. But anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate being here, and God bless you all.
All right.